I'm Brigham Larson with Brigham Larson Pianos. This is a 1917 Baldwin that we just finished rebuilding yesterday, and it's going out today. These clients have been just an absolute pleasure to work with. They're just really excited, really enthusiastic about getting this piano. This was not actually a heirloom for the family. Most of the pianos that we do, I would say, I don't know what percent, well over 50%, probably 75, 80%, maybe 90% of the pianos that we restore for people are heirlooms, pianos that have been in the family for 2 or 3 generations. But this particular family, they wanted a golden age, I think they wanted a golden age Baldwin, and that's exactly what this is. This comes from like the best era for Baldwin, 19 teens, 1920s. Steinway also, this is a 1923 Steinway, I believe, behind me that we're rebuilding, and for a different client, and same thing. Steinway was absolutely at their peak, doing their very best work. Okay, this particular piano turned out amazing, and as I was preparing just a few minutes ago to make a video of this piano, some of the technicians were like, "Oh, this one, I loved working on this one. I love that piano. It turned out great." So, okay, why don't you get a shot of, before I open it up, let's get a shot of the piano all around. How beautiful the finish turned out. The client and their family, they, like I said, they were just an absolute joy to work with. Every time they came down, brought family and their kids. So they came down and looked at various samples of finish that would work in their home and work for their, I guess, their personal taste. And this is what they chose, and they came in yesterday. We're very pleased, for a good reason. It is beautiful. Just such a dark, rich wood finish. And check out that inside. Maybe I'll open this up very wide so we can get a nice shot of the inside there. So again, 1917, but you can see everything looks like it's absolutely brand new. We've refinished that plate. That's an automotive paint on the plate, so that's a really durable, high quality paint. The soundboard just looks gorgeous. That's the original soundboard, but that's all just beautiful. Keys were beautifully done. That's Ivory, actually, which is very uncommon that we are able to use the original Ivory. For the most part, the Ivory is falling apart. It's in very poor condition on the vast majority of the pianos that we rebuild. But this one, of course, it was dirty after 100 years of use, but and uneven. It had some uneven spots and had some, I think it had a few chips, but we've replaced a handful. Tried to find the very best matches that we can find of Ivory. That's of course from. Of course, we can't harvest new Ivory. But we have huge stores since we do so many pianos. We probably do 2 sets a week on average of pianos, and we'll try to harvest a few pieces from this old piano, a few pieces from that old piano, and so we've just got huge amounts of Ivory, so we can find matches there. Okay, let's listen to it. Sounds really good. And the touch is nice. I mean, everything about this piano, like I said, this is... Oh, that bass. That is nice. And that is why this is called the golden age of Baldwin.